No Jumper interviewed one of the killers of Pop Smoke. You saw that?
Yeah.
A lot of people got on Adam for doing that. What did you think?
I mean, it ain't no respect no more, bro.
What do you mean?
I mean, when people do shit like that, you know, like they just thinking about clicks, bro. They not thinking how much this. They just really doing their job, bro. But they not thinking at the same time how many people this gonna affect. Like how much shit this shit can start. Like, you know, when I saw it, I was like, damn, bro. Like bro, he could have got himself smashed.
Who?
No Jumper.
Adam?
I'm just saying, this niggas from New York could have been up here and went right over there and sprayed the whole motherfucking thing up, thinking somebody's still in there. I know how shit go, man. When like, you gotta try to let the dead die, bro.
Did you know Pop Smoke at all?
Huh?
Did you ever meet Pop Smoke?
Nah.
Me and him were talking. Me and him were on the phone. Me and him talked a few times. We were trying to set up an interview, but we kept being in different places every time we did it. I wanted to be in the room with him when I did it. I talked to him maybe about a week before he got killed. I understand both sides, but to be fair, I've been in that same space. I mean, you remember, I think we're rocking with each other back then when I interviewed No Plug.
Yeah.
Who was responsible for killing Bankroll Fresh. But it was a self-defense situation, right? And the video came out afterwards that showed Bankroll Fresh kind of waving around the rifle. But at the time, people hated me. Like, I was going through what Adam's going through now. Me and Charlamagne stopped talking for a few years over that situation.
Yeah.
And then, you know, once the video came out, he was like, yo, my bad, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But my thing was like, it was a slightly different situation because it was self-defense. He turned himself in. He wasn't charged, etc. But I felt it was important to get a story out there, and, you know, it is what it is. I've interviewed Sammy the Bull. He killed 19 people. I interviewed the guy, one of the two guys responsible for killing Michael Jordan's dad.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jordan probably won't take any pictures with me when he sees me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
like I say, he was basically just doing his job.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we can't expect nobody that, you know, when they doing that, this is what they do. You know, that's what you gotta look at it like, this what they do. You can't blame him for that. You gotta blame the niggas who ain't going step on him. That's who you put the blame on. Fuck that. He put y'all on game. He put y'all on the face. Shit, you blame the niggas who ain't come and slide about them. They the one gotta, you know, handle that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know a lot of people, you know, like I interviewed MC8 the other day. MC8, as a teenager, went on a lot of missions that could have ended in the same way, right? You go on a robbery, you don't go there to kill the person. But when you bring in a gun to a robbery, things are more likely to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and I watched the whole, did you watch the interview or no?
Mm-mm.
I watched it. He basically said it wasn't like a setup or whatever. They didn't go there to try to kill him.
I just saw the clips they was playing.
Yeah, I mean, he basically said that, you know, he was just part of a group of dudes that went to go do a robbery. He was the youngest one, I think. I think he was like 15 or 16. And I don't think he was the shooter. I think he was the getaway driver or something like that. He didn't really get into it, but, you know, have you ever done robberies when you were younger?
Nah, I ain't never really.
That wasn't your thing.
That wasn't my thing.
Did you have friends who did robberies?
Yeah.
Did any of those robberies ever result in someone getting shot?
Allegedly.
Allegedly?
Yeah.
I think to a certain degree is like everyone loves the gangster shit until it hits close to home, and then everyone hates the gangster shit. And I don't personally bash Adam for doing that, because at the time the interview was pitched to me as well, and I said, now me and Adam actually had a conversation about it, and I just said, I'm cool, you could do it if you want to do it. I passed on it, and he ended up doing it.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But that dude decided to speak on it. He came in as he was underage when it happened. Hopefully he'll learn from this and turn into a person that doesn't do this again. Or it may go the other way. Or he may be known as that killer who's got that reputation, and he's going to be 10 times worse. I don't know, man. I interviewed Curtis Wall Street Carroll. Like he had whatever, he was given 40 years in prison because he was involved in a robbery that ended up, with someone dead. And now he's like a real estate, he's a stock investor that's helped out a lot of people and everything else like that. And as a teenager, you do a lot of dumb shit. I am sure as a teenager, you've done a lot of shit that you definitely regret as a grown man.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you're a teenager, bro, man,
you don't know any better.
You know better, but you trying to show better.
Yeah.
Our teenagers, bro, when our teenage days, bro, we get at you, bro,
yeah.
We get at you,
especially when there's older people around, which in this case, it was the case. He was the youngest one, I think, out of that crew. Yeah, man, sad. Like I said, I was a big fan of Pop Smoke. I really was.
Yeah, I was bumping Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, that whole New York drill movement, the 504s, the Sleepy Hollows, the Chef G's and all that really came from Pop Smoke. He was the one that really laid down the foundation of that.
Yeah.
And him passing away opened the door to a lot of these dudes becoming rich and famous. And I was mad that I wasn't able to interview him because his story never came out. See what I'm saying? I would have, the type of interviews I do, you would have at least had a story. I remember I cussed out his manager because he dropped the ball trying to schedule the interview or whatever. But he was a good dude, man. He was on his way up. He just had an album with Travis Scott. He was really about to blow up. And it was sad, man. It was sad. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.